Hello everyone, how are you? I'm seeing you all after a long gap. You can say I got busy into couple of my works going on. We have to pay a lot of attention, the QC especially, and the line inspection, which is our main thing we do when we manufacture. Okay. So guys, I hope आप सब ठीक हैं. You must be doing well in your lives. Everyone is busy. In our last video, I spoke about that we are going to use such materials, the typology of materials, the quality of materials we should be using while building our house, our residence, for the kitchens, wardrobes, and loose furniture. So, there is a very famous product in the market which are always suggested by the architects, that is called HDHMR, which is the trade name given to it, and a big player for this material is Action Tessa, and they are having a good quality of motherboard they are using, having no complaints, though it doesn't work too good in extra moist condition. And I think that other than WPC or PVC board, no material can sustain over humidity, or you can say if water is continuously spilling on any structure or any of the carcass of the vanity or your kitchen, where there is continuous spillage of water, or there are some leakages through the slabs, or maybe the plumbing fittings inside the carcass are getting leaked regularly, and there are maintenances and repairs happening over there, and there is no one to look after. Of course, it is a material which is not just used in residences. It is also used in your commercial areas like uh, clubs, restaurants, QSRs, offices. So SDHMR is one of the material which is recommended for modular kitchens. This material is having high density and high moisture resistance. Earlier, Action Tessa came up with MDF, medium density fiber, but that item, I think it got failed in the market, having some issues of swelling and screw loosening. So that phased out. MDF was phased out. Then they launched SDHMR, high density, high moisture resistant, but they didn't give a name HDF to it, which is the actual name of it. So the material is same, MDF and SDHMR, both are same, but how SDHMR is different from the previous version of that is called MDF, they have put a lot of adhesives or maybe chemicals to make it more harder and more resistant towards moisture. Also, if we talk about plywood cannot sustain with over moisture or in wet conditions, or there where there are termites. Plywood cannot sustain over there. So when you are going to spend a lot on the kitchen, you are spending on Hettich or Hefale hardware, then you are spending on, if you are using acrylic for the front finish, or you are using PU paint for the front finish, or maybe the lacquered glass for the front finish, that is called the front shutters. So the material which is inside, that should be very apt, it should not get damaged, and we should all maintain our kitchens in a good manner. We should not just leave it to the hands of the house help unless until they are very handling it very carefully, which is not happening in any of the cases. So this is one thing, SDHMR. There's another material in the market which is exploited by the YouTubers, the bloggers, even our respected architects are not too much in the favor of that material, so-called engineered wood, having a trade name by the name of particle board. Particle board is a material which is, because it appears to have a lot of particles in it, so it is called particle board. But no one is going into the depth of that material, that how it is made. It is actually made, it is reprocessed by the wood, the wastage of the woods. Of course, wood wastage is generated everywhere around the world. So this company, again, Action Tessa, they are having a very good quality of motherboard they are using in this engineered wood, so-called particle board. And personally, we are using this material, I think, from 2010, and we have specially used in all of our wardrobes for our own residence, to many of the clients, and even in some of the kitchens where a client is not having a good budget to spend over the raw material, but they want good aesthetics at the front, so we do suggest engineered wood there. I would like to tell you the difference between HDF, MDF and engineered wood board. So MDF and HDF, they are same family, same cats. They are made out of popular wood. हिंदी में इसको कहते हैं सफ़ेदे का पेड़. So which is also used in manufacturing of matchsticks. We all know matchsticks, matches, quite famous and quite in heavy usage in India. So they have treated that wood, they have compressed that safede ka raw material by churning it into a very fine powder, then compressing it and setting it into, must be into big size of mold to generate sheets of 8 by 4 mm, having different thicknesses like 5.5, 16.75, 18 mm and 25 mm. Earlier it also used to come in 35 mm, but आजकल नहीं मिलता है देखने को that 35 mm thickness. So ये तो हो गया MDF and HDF. Now so-called particle board, the engineered wood, that is not having any tree material, like where trees are cut down to manufacture this board, because it is made out of reprocessed wood and not the wood powder, not the wood burada, you can say, but it is made out of chunks of wood. It is those chunks are grinded to a particular thickness, and then it is compressed into the mold to form a very true surface board, and having no this popular wood but all reprocessed wood. That's why it is cheaper in price. It is cheaper in price. And when you talk about the catalog, when you want the catalog to select, so HDF and engineered wood both are having a common catalog, where there are like 40-50 shades are there in the catalog, and out of those shades 60-70% shades are